goes wide. Fredrickson taking the shot, battling in front, and the shot went wide. And that is Billy Maroney getting up slowly.
Well, it's the best chance that St. Louis has had in this since their last score. And Fredrickson battling Renahan, as Renahan once again decided to come out, but that time he jumped up, Sam. Instead of sliding into the ball, he jumped over it.
And the time shot went under him.
Yeah, on the one of the other goals, he slid underneath of it, and the shot went over him. So he has got to give himself up a little bit more, I believe.
11:45 to go, second half. St. Louis 2, Connecticut 1. You're watching College Soccer 81 on ESPN. Sam Rosen with Roger Twyble. We're at the University of Connecticut campus in Storrs, Connecticut, for our season opener. UConn with the ball. Ed Lynch to throw in on the far side of DeBrito, marked closely by Jim Cavanaugh. DeBrito double teamed and the ball taken away. Foul call. Free kick for UConn. DeBrito gets up. He's upset. He's upset with O'Mara, who's been in the middle of several physical skirmishes. DeBrito just chips it into the box for Comrie. It's knocked away by Menendez. Myren looking to shoot. Myren the shot. Goal! The freshman Eric Myren setting it up and tying the game. Beautiful goal by Eric Myren, and 2-2 is the score with 11:07 to go.
Myren, the All-America from Falls Church, Virginia, the only freshman starter for the University of Connecticut. And UConn has been aggressive in the second half. They have applied the pressure. St. Louis was able to withstand it, but that time they spread the...
Myren into Billy Maroney. Now it's Eric Myren who scored that goal, crossing into the box for Cornolo. The shot goes wide. He was marked tightly by Filla, who didn't give him any room to get a good shot off.
Filla did a fine job marketing that time. Stayed right in front of him, cut off the area between Cornolo and the goal. And really, as you watch it here, this is how you mark a man on defense. You get in that penalty area. Stays between the man and the goal, so when he came up with it, he had to go to the outside.
Out to midfield. Sanio in the corner again. Number 15 plays it out to Myren, the freshman, who has a goal. Nice move around McEwen. Myren, another nice move. In front, and it's cleared by Olwig coming back. You see the St. Louis forwards coming back. McEwen is down and holding his left knee. He's hurt. McSpirit to Myren in the middle, looking for a shot. It's blocked by Menendez. Ed Lynch has the ball.
Oh, Menendez has been some kind of player today.
And he took it away from Lynch. Plays a long ball. The goal is it was empty, with Pierce coming way out of the goal. And it's all the way across the goal line for a goal kick for UConn.
Tony Pierce is out of Granite City, Illinois, which is the hometown of Dave Fernandez. So he's from the St. Louis area. Here it is. Look at Myren, the freshman, the All-America high school player from Falls Church, Virginia. Nice little touch right there to come back to the inside. He drops it off, but Olwig is there.
Yeah, good play by Olwig coming back. Try to get it for Cornolo. Bill McEwen, the junior forward, the junior midfielder, is injured on the play. He was holding his left knee. He has had injury problems, did not start because of an injury. Did not start the second half either. Coach Harry Keogh deciding to play him in a relief role, but it could be costly.
Well, he's given a good effort today, and he came into the game with a bad knee, and he is in some obvious pain right now. And this is, I asked Harry and both Joe Maroney, how do you deal with this situation where you have some injured players at your first game of the year? And he said, hey, listen, you know, we've just got to let the guys, if they come to us and say they want to do it, we put them out there, and hopefully we get the best and they don't get injured any further. McEwen obviously limping as he comes off the field. He'll be sorely missed here in the final 5 minutes.
Weaver limps off. Dan Weaver comes back. McEwen limps off. Dan Weaver comes back. And Harry Keogh helping him off. We have a little over 5 minutes to go in the second half, with St. Louis leading it 3-2. And UConn trying to apply some pressure, looking for that tying goal. DeBrito heading it back. Carlos running onto it. Tackled there by Fernandez. DeBrito wide. Nice move around Cavanaugh. Nice move around Fernandez. Plays it back to Carlos. Carlos chips it in front, blocked by Duran. Myren the shot, and a goal! A goal! The freshman Eric Myren with his second goal of the game. It's tied at 3-3. And there's your final score in double overtime. The Connecticut Huskies defeating the St. Louis Billikens 4-3. And our Vitalis player of the game is freshman Eric Myren, who scored 2 goals and a great thrill in your college debut, Eric.
Yeah.
I want to talk a little about that game. It was a real tough one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think we were outplaying them from the start of the game. But we had a few bad breaks, but, you know, everybody played tough from the start, and I was pretty sure we'd get it back.
Now, you had 2 goals in the second.
Thursday nights here on the Sports Center means it's time for us to honor a superior performance by an amateur athlete, as seen here on ESPN. Tom Pippin's now with the Owens Corning Athlete of the Week.
Thanks, Greg. Each Thursday evening, we highlight the accomplishments of collegiate and amateur athletes through a special award sponsored by Owens Corning Fiberglass. It's called the Owens Corning Athlete of the Week, as seen here on ESPN. This selection, of course, is made by our Sports Center staff, and this week's recipient, a fine freshman soccer star for the University of Connecticut Huskies, Eric Myren. Myren for UConn against St. Louis. First meeting of the season between the two teams. First match of the season for both squads. 2-1 St. Louis. 11 minutes to go. Pedro De Brito setting up Myron's first goal. There he goes. The freshman midfielder ties it at 2 with 11 minutes to go. And both teams made the NCAA Division I quarterfinals last season. De Brito sets up Myron's second goal. He feeds Carlos. Myren from Falls Church, Virginia, eventually in perfect position to score off the loose ball with that strong right foot of his. We'll see.
Assist on a goal. You might not read about him in the box score, but he is our MVP, and you can see him there, number 10, hugging his coach, Joe Marino. The ISAA MVP on defense today, chosen by the NCAA, Kevin Hunt for Alabama A&M, and on offense, Graciano Cornolo. But our Vitalis MVP of the game today goes to Eric Myren. We'll be back in Palo Alto with more soccer action right after this. Rutgers University coming to the near side. His pass ahead for Aiden McCluskey, and he will see a lot of action tonight. Eric Myren trying to cross it, and the first shot of the game is wide of the mark from Brian Vernon out of the University of Virginia. Good season for the Cavaliers down in Virginia, and here's another look.
Here's the play developing again, Kevin. Eric Myren, as you mentioned, on the left wing. This is a good through ball to the near post, and Brian Vernon there ran onto it very nicely. Number 10, Brian Vernon, he played at the University of Virginia, had 18 goals this year. That's a very, very formidable senior year for Brian Vernon. He plays.
But it's controlled again by the East. And they've had the better of the possession. Here's a long ball downfield for Myren. Myren has to hurry. DiBernardo chasing him. Around DiBernardo. Myren with a cross in front of the goal, and a fine defensive play as Koch got up high.
Good work there by the University of Connecticut senior Eric Myren to run onto it and cross it. He would have liked to keep it a bit farther away from the keeper, but nonetheless a good run by Eric Myren.
Okpodu now for the West. A fine pass from Miller on the left wing, but it's knocked away over there by Kieran Coffey. And the East controls in their own end. He sends it back for Jim Leahy, the Brandeis University goalkeeper.
There you saw some South District of the NCAA.
David Macer with a long looping pass ahead. Downfield for Myren, giving chase, but he can't get to it. It rolls over the end line, and it belongs to the West. So Myren with a full-length sprint just couldn't quite catch up with that long pass, and another dangerous opportunity for the East, Bill. I'm a little surprised.
It was. They flooded it behind the backs, Kevin. That was the key there. Then you saw the job of the sweeper, number 2, Adebari Otorobio. He came back immediately.
Intended for Isaacs. Isaacs sending it back outside for Myren. Myren inside for Vernon. Vernon making a couple of nice moves. Now he's taken down, and the trip will go against Ogadegbe of Alabama A&M.
It's a nice understanding there between Brian Vernon and Eric Myren. They're doing a nice job of opening up for each other, and more importantly, Kevin, when one of them gets the ball, the other will show up for him, make himself available.
Rush for them, one of the few they've had in the opening moments of this game. Long cross by Radwanski for Fernandez. Nice pass back for DiBernardo, but he couldn't hold on to it. And here comes the East out of their own end with Eric Myren again. Ahead for Vernon, but he's tangled.